Dallas Mavericks at Phoenix Suns. Our series predictions. I know right now what Phoenix is up 2-0. We were
2-0,
watching the
bro.
All right.
game.
I'll bring in the intro.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
though. Oh, did you want to say something else?
Yeah, it ain't looking too good for Dallas. And fuck,
Yeah, bro.
So,
that small lineup is fucking getting them cooked.
so the Mavericks.
With
and
it, against this team, it does because they're big. They can go big. The Suns can go big.
They can too,
And
but
they
it
have
seems like they
players
just
who
can't
aren't
buy a bucket
liabilities more, so.
towards the end of the game. But
You
go
got
ahead,
you that
Rob.
too.
So the Mavericks and the Suns have already played 2 games. This one, and what we called the Mavericks before the series started, or the playoffs started, excuse me, is the defensive Mavs.
Yeah,
The defense has not shown up in these last 2 games.
at all.
The Suns have shot over 50% from the field,
Yeah.
and therefore has allowed the Suns to continue to have these big leads throughout the whole entire game.
They're pretty much coasting. Like, they can kind of coast because they can get the lead. And, I mean, at that point, Luka has to go out of his – yeah, he can. But that's what I'm saying. He has to go out of his way to just bring the game within 5 to 10 points, though.
Yeah.
And at
Well, a
that
lot of
point, it's kind of late.
And a lot of it, like you were kind of saying, is like they don't have the right runs at the right time.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that this team has been emphasizing all year, though. We're talking about their defense. And the Suns had a surprising show from Deandre Ayton in the first game, and now have Devin Booker fully healthy with them for this series.
I'm not going to question their defensive identity. I just feel
am.
like this one is the matchup, bro. They're small. They're small.
Smaller.
They're smaller than the Suns for sure, bro.
DeAndre
in
Ayton
all
definitely
aspects.
can take advantage of the right people at the right time. They didn't allow him to do anything because this last game, it wasn't a good one. But Luka Doncic continues to show that he is the best point guard in the series for now. But
He ain't got nobody going with him.
I don't know this game. Chris Paul at least dropped to 14 to 15 in the fourth quarter.
Chris Paul closed tonight.
So I said for now because that was after the first game. We just watched the second game.
Yeah.
But their defensive identity gets lost, and they will have a tough time dealing with these number 1 seeded Suns.
Yeah.
Suns have taken care
they
of
can score,
game
too.
1 and 2 at home, but the series does not start until someone wins on the road.
Yeah. Fair.
Who wins the second round matchup between the defensive Mavs and the Shining Suns? Let's go ahead. Go with Steven.
Yeah. I mean, kind of leaning. I mean, it's looking like Suns in 5 just because, like we said, defensively, they don't. It's not that they don't have an answer to anything, but they don't have an answer to everything that the Suns can do. Like, they can stop some things, but they can't stop enough.
Hey,
and
listen.
realistically, like, yeah, it's not a matchup in their favor. They would be the undersized team in this aspect, and the small ball lineups are not working in their favor. Like, specifically because the big guys in the Suns can actually control and protect the paint, whereas they were dealing with Rudy, and Rudy was looking like a rollerblader. Yeah. So I feel like it's just not a good matchup for them, and they don't have the facilities for this matchup. Outside of Luka, they don't have the facilities for this one.
Man, see, I low-key kind of agree with you because at the start of the series, after Dallas
Before
won,
seeing a game, I would have
Yeah.
leaned the Mavericks
Well,
and
yeah,
picked
see,
Mavericks, but
before-
after seeing it,
yeah,
this is Suns in 5, bro.
Before seeing
Not for me.
before seeing game 2, yeah, definitely Suns in 5. Because you traded for Spencer Dinwiddie to have that role that Tim Hardaway Jr. was supposed to have.
He wasn't
Still not
doing
really
enough.
having it like
He didn't
that.
do enough for
Jalen Brunson is okay this game. He's not really playing like he was playing
but
his last series. So
it,
it's
it
like-
takes more than that against a team like the Suns, though.
And it takes more than because think about it, bro. They the first game they lost by 7, 121 to 114.
and that was only 'cause of Luka
And
at
Luka
the
still
end.
had 45 and 10, and they still
And that was
fucking
realistically
lost.
because of how crazy he went in the second half. too.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just like if Spencer Dinwiddie's not really gonna be on his shit like that,
Yeah.
if Jalen Brunson is gonna be on and off, and his dad's
Yeah.
fucking talking about we not taking the $50 million, we gonna need some more of
Well,
that.
no,
I need you to play
not
like
even
that.
not even Jalen Brunson, but more so Spencer Dinwiddie for me, bro. Because in the regular season, he had games where he came through for them and they were winning.
Yeah,
because
yes.
he actually pulled through.
Yes.
So if he's not gonna pull through, and I mean, like whether Jalen Brunson does or not, but if Spencer Dinwiddie shouldn't be waiting and counting on Jalen Brunson regardless.
No.
He should be doing whatever it is to be what Luka needs.
Yeah.
All right.
Same like
And
Jalen
it-
Brunson
and it-
normally
and it-
does, but Spencer Dinwiddie, I expect more from him because realistically,
And
he's
it
bigger,
sucks
he's
to see
capable of
that.
more.
Because that's
He's
what we-
capable of
that's
more
what
than
we-
Jalen Brunson, bro.
That's what we
He
got
should
you
be.
for.
Yeah,
And you're not living up to those expectations.
not in this moment. No.
Okay, so first and foremost, Spencer Dinwiddie performed under those circumstances where he was the number one option. Luka's the
I
number
agree.
one option.
I agree.
So can he? I guess so. But Jalen Brunson, when he was the number one option, was doing that in the playoffs. Spencer Dinwiddie never did that in the playoffs. Maybe that
He
first
did it in
round.
Brooklyn.
Maybe
they
with the
lost.
Okay.
Nets.
He did it in
Maybe
Brooklyn.
with the Nets,
He
bro.
did do it with the Nets, but he never won a series. Jalen
Well,
Brunson
they were a
basically
7
won a
seed.
series.
They were like a 7 seed, bro.
It's okay. So
I mean, I didn't expect them to win that series.
yeah, I mean these guys a little bit higher in the seed, and they're facing a team that definitely shut him down at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so my whole thing though, excuse me, is that the Suns have continued to show that they have a great player at each traditional spot.
Yeah.
And the reason why that is tradition is because there was
Yeah.
a point to every spot. Now the
Mhm.
Mavericks have said this guy can do what we want them to do. A little bit of defense, better than average defense. Let's just say that much. That's not a little bit of defense.
Yeah.
A better than average defense, and can he hit the three on a better than average basis? Yes. If you could do that, you're on my team, and that's how they built this team. Now, it works for a lot, but when you're facing a number one seeded team that continues to show that they can overcome their star being lost, they can overcome Chris Paul being lost throughout the regular season, and they have traditional roles where they can take advantage of matchups, and that's what a lot of the postseason is about. I just truly believe that they handle their business at home. They're going to go on the road. They're going to be able to win one, and it's going to be a series in 6. They're going to win it on the on the defensive side. On the opponent's side, and wrap it up right there. Suns in 6. I believe a little bit more in Luka Doncic, but ultimately,
Fuck.
That's
two.
unanimous decision.
I believe in Luka, but like
I believe in Luka,
But
this team
even
doesn't
before
have it.
even before the series started, I would have said in 6 because, again, their matchups are better. The other team can still provide. They can have a hot night and be nice, and they also have Luka involved.
I don't.
Being up 2-0
considering
is a
how-
little bit easier to pick them.
yeah,
But
and-
again,
and
the
considering
Suns
how
for me, come on, bro. Like, why not the Suns again?
but
They were just there.
no, yeah, but and then, bro, considering how the Suns are like playing them defensively, bro, I don't see how they're making it happen to where someone's gonna come along with Luka because these other guys are not doing it consistently throughout the game like Luka can. Like it. I
Chris
don't.
Paul can control the
I'm
tempo.
saying on the Mavericks
Oh, on
side,
the
bro.
Mavericks side.
They don't have anyone who can come like if Jalen Brunson doesn't and Spencer Dinwiddie hasn't. All right, who is it then?
Well,
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
it's different for Jalen Brunson because he could have took advantage of the big.
First
like they were
game
speaking
he was
about,
in
right?
foul trouble.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
I'm
tonight
saying, though-
he didn't.
For what you were talking about with they take advantage of Rudy, Jalen Brunson. Now that the Suns even have tape on what Jalen Brunson can do
Yeah,
in the postseason, how are we gonna stop him? Because if it's just gonna be Luka can't stop us.
well they had Bridges on him, and I've seen Bridges on him a few times.
Well, with that being said, you're gonna get shut down if you're Jalen Brunson against a Mikal Bridges.
That
I'm sorry.
size difference, yeah, it's not. It's
Bigger
just not
size
in his
difference.
favor. It's
Guy's
not in his
been there.
favor.
He's covered a lot harder
Well,
players,
well,
and
that-
now he's got
well,
a scouting report on
Because
him.
Bridges is just already a good defender, but like I'm saying, that he has like 5-6 inches on Brunson, bro. That's he's like, oh yeah,
He got a
Just-
scouting report. It's definitely a
Yeah.
big deal. But DeAndre Ayton definitely needs to become more of a force inside. Chris Paul can continue to control the
'cause
tempo.
He's not dominant.
And
he's
then
good, but he's not
Definitely
dominant.
nah,
Yeah.
no.
And
He's
then
not
Devin Booker.
Shaq,
Who?
Giannis type player.
DeAndre Ayton, yeah.
He's
We're
not
off
that
him.
dog.
We've been off of him ever since that last video. Check it out on our YouTube channel.
Come on, man.
But the Mavs need to do a better job rebounding. They need to do a better
They need
job
Dirk.
defending.
They need Dirk.
They need a lot of things. But again, when you have these players, and they're all kind of the same mirror of each other, one's a little bit taller than the other, they got to provide exactly what you need them to provide every game.
Yeah.
If your shooting goes cold, if the guy that is supposed to be creating shots, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jalen Brunson, has a scouting report on them and is now getting locked up by a better team, let's just face it, it's a better team.
I mean, yeah.
They're definitely going to
They
be
gotta
better.
figure.
Than
They could
some of
still
those guys.
figure some things out, mix some things up. Like it's, like yes,
Six of
they
them.
have footage on them, but there's still things you can come up with that there's not footage of, bro. Like just be creative. Think about just. Like that's where coaching and all that thing. That's where your dollars come in. This is what you get paid for, bro.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
Well, he's looking to get paid, so this is definitely important. But on to the next
Well,
one.
no, I'm not saying just Brunson by himself. I'm just saying like team wise, like all of them have to like figure out some type of game plan, like just in general. This is this is for the team, not
Yeah,
just for
'cause-
Brunson.
Yeah, because
They need this
they're getting
to
fucked up
survive,
on this small ball,
not
game.
to-
And it sucks that Jason Kidd is kind of like live by it, die by it, but it's kind of like Jason Kidd's hand has been forced to like. This is the only lineup.
This
that,
is how
like,
they play.
I know
This
can
is how
work.
they play.
Yeah, this is how they play.
He
Like
said-
they don't have Willie Cauley-Stein no more. Boban really hasn't really.
Boban is
never
nowhere
did
near.
shit. Yeah.
He's never been the
Boban's
athlete
never
that
did
Willie
shit.
Cauley-Stein was.
Marquise Chris was just a body. You know what I'm saying?
Marquise Kiss.
So,
I'm
like,
surprised he's still hanging.
David Bertans
I think
is
Willie
not,
Cauley-Stein was
Yeah.
better than Marquise
Yeah.
Chris. I'm surprised he's still around right now in this
Dave-
league, bro. I'm sorry. Because
Davis
that nigga
Bertans-
just got slapped by Serge Ibaka, and I'm like, bro, where has he been?
Davis Bertans is like, fuck, we're giving you a lot of money for no reason.
Yeah, that nigga's not,
Yeah, but
not
that-
worth it.